Hello friends, I live on what I think is probably the best narrowboat in the country, but then I'm biased. I do often get asked about the boat though because it's so unusual and it is a very high-tech boat, so I thought I'd do a quick narrowboat tour for you of a modern narrowboat. Enjoy! Elektra, in common with many modern narrowboats, is what's known as reverse layout, and that means that as you come down the steps from the stern or the back of the boat, you come into the galley or kitchen first, then the lounge, followed by the shower room and bedroom at the front or bow. I'm pleased to say that in the galley I have a washer dryer, which is really useful, along with a full-size fridge and plenty of cupboard space and drawers. So the cupboards above the work surface have interior lighting on little battery lights, details on my website for those, and I do love the soft close drawers. The first time I've ever had soft close drawers in a kitchen, and the drawers underneath the main drawers have plenty of space for tins of food, space for saucepans and so on. There's space for a small freezer under the dinette, and then I have a microwave combi oven, whilst the hob is an induction hob, and that means I don't need to have any gas bottles at all on the boat. And there's even room for my Marmite jar collection. Let's take a short diversion into the engine bay, and you can see that there's a plate to stand on over the motor. The motor is a Bell Marine 20 kilowatt maximum. This is the heating system, which is Cabola, and there you can see the Bell Marine. The boat has a stern thruster as well as a bow thruster, which makes for really easy turning, and that's the big generator built in to keep the batteries charged up nicely. It's a 3-cylinder diesel generator. I like to know where I am whilst I'm cruising, so I have waterway routes maps, which are brilliant, and a speedometer app on the phone, which is really useful because the boat is so quiet it's difficult to tell how fast you're going. There are 12 125 watt solar panels on the roof, which can give up to 1.5 kilowatts of power on a good day. Let's go back inside now. You can see all the main sockets have USB charging, and there's a panel on the wall for controlling music and lighting and so on. Those of you who know me will know how much I love a good movie, so I have the full cinematic experience on the boat, along with remote control blackout blinds from Somfy that fit into a frame on each window. The sofa bed Barnes couch turns into a double bed if I have visitors, and then beyond that is my office space. Let's have a look at the windows. They're by Caldwell's and they're slightly tinted so that it means people can't see straight into the boat. They operate on a small catch at the top of each window, and you can have them tilted open like this, but then if it's a really warm day you can just lift the whole double glazed unit right out and have a wide opening. It's such a clever idea. This is where I have the pleasure of working, and what an amazing view I have out of the window. This is the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. I have 12 small drawers for knickknacks, and then the other side of the desk I have 3 drawers, one of which is a filing cabinet for all my files. This is my lovely bright shower room with yet more storage behind the shower there. I have a separating toilet, often called composting toilet, so no need for a pump out tank beneath the bed. This is the filter from when they were building the boat, and I photographed it and took a very small portion to make the backdrop for the shower in the bathroom. Moving towards the front of the boat, this is the bedroom, and as you can see, lots more storage space again. Lovely cork round the window there, place for jumpers in the cupboards, and a full-size wardrobe as well. And because of that composting loo, there is tons of space under the bed for storage, which is so useful, and it's on a gas strut, so it's not too difficult to lift up either. The view out of my bedroom window is often spectacular, and there's a small balcony space out the front for me to sit in the summer. People often ask me if the boat is cold in the winter, and it most certainly isn't. I have a combi boiler, and coupled with the large amount of insulation, spray insulation, that was fitted to the boat when it was built, that keeps it beautifully warm. Under the carpet is some cement board which has pipework running through it, and you'll be pleased to see that even that is pink, and that keeps the floor nice and warm. When I was having the boat built, I tried to think of all the things that liveaboard boaters found annoying, one of which was going to fill up with water frequently, so I had a water freedom filter system fitted behind the steps in the bow of the boat, and that means that all my washing and showering and everything can be done from filtered canal water. Definitely one of the best decisions I made. I hope you've enjoyed this quick tour of my boat. There's a lot more information on my website at pinknarrowboat.com, so do go and take a look at that, and if you've got any specific questions, feel free to give me a ring. And if you're going to be using the canals, do check out some of my end-to-end videos which cover a whole canal and let you see where the good moorings are and what the locks are like and so on. And by watching any of my videos, you are helping to raise money for a wonderful charity called Hope and Homes for Children. More information about that on my website as well. Thank you for watching. Bye.